Behind bars, he was more than a free man. Lamar Johnson had been exonerated for the murder of his friend, Markus Boyd.
I am a free man, an exonerated man, and a blessed man.
Johnson had been fighting to clear his name since 1995, when he was convicted largely on the word of this man. Greg Elking had identified him as one of the shooters who took Boyd's life as he sat on his front porch.
These guys, they had completely dark clothing, and they had masks on.
Could you really identify these men?
No, I couldn't identify them.
Yet Elking says he was pressured by investigators to identify Lamar Johnson after he was told Johnson was dangerous and that his own life could be in danger. Elking became the star witness at trial.
Did it occur to you that you might have put an innocent man behind bars?
Without a doubt, because I lied on the testimony.
Why didn't you tell somebody? Why didn't you say,
because
I think?
Nobody talks to me. Nobody. Who am I going to tell?
But years later, he sent this letter to a clergyman admitting he had lied. That admission, in part, would launch an investigation by St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kimberly Gardner and lead to Johnson's freedom.
It's devastating for me that this man has spent 28 years in prison for a crime he did not commit.
Oh, boy. Yes. Erin Moriarty joins us now. Erin, good morning. I think it's devastating for anybody who believes in law and justice to hear that somebody was wrongfully convicted for 28 years and that the person who put him there was pressured to do so, according to him anyway.
Well, yes. And I mean, it was eye-opening for me. It took a lot to get him to sit down because he didn't want to admit publicly. But then when he finally did the right thing last December and testified for Lamar, I think he wanted to explain why.
Yeah.
In part, as you
I'd
just
like
saw,
to know why he lied at 28 years, and you know that that man is innocent. He's sitting behind bars. How do you live with yourself with that information?
Well, and he says he had a very difficult time. But think back then, he's the only eyewitness. He sees his friend get shot, executed, really.
Yeah.
He tells the police over and over again, this is his story, that he didn't see a face, and he tells me that today. He has no idea who those two guys were. And the police then say, hey, we know who it is.
Right.
At least that's his story. The detectives deny that. And that your life could be in danger. But what was chilling for me is that Elking admitted to me in the interview that he never really looked at him until he was about to point him out at trial. And then he realized that Lamar was lighter skinned than the guys he saw. And that's why I said, why didn't you tell somebody?
Yes.
And he had been, in the witness protection program. They gave him.
Was he paid?
Oh, yeah, he got cash.